Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so today I have a very special video for you here today and an experiment. And that is the 5 best chargers out there on the market from Anker. Now Anker was kind enough to sponsor this video and see how these chargers really go. So I'm gonna put them to the test. These will be the only chargers allowed on my 2-week family vacation. Yes, my family gets no say in electronics, so I'm going to only allow these chargers and they will have to charge absolutely everything. That means our laptops, tablets, all of our smartphones, all of the camera equipment, everything that I have has to be powered through these or we don't get to use it. So let's go see how this experiment works. But before we get started on that, let me tell you about each of these chargers and their benefits. And then at the end, I'll tell you how the experiment went. All right, now we're gonna start off with the Anker 735 65 watt charger. Now this is a gallium nitrate charger, just like all these are, which means that they are small and compact. The biggest thing that I love though is this. If your outlet doesn't flip, it's not gonna be good to go on a trip with. You wanna be able to flip this down because trust me, these bend, they break, they snap. I've seen it. I've done it. So I would always recommend having one that always flaps down. It's just a lot more secure when you travel. And then on the side, you see everything that charges. So for this one, we have a little laptop icon, which lets you know that's gonna be the main one. And then you have everything else. So both of the top two actually can go at a full output of 65 watts. And then down here, you can go up to a 22 watt with the type A. That's pretty much faster than all the other ones I've seen too, because most are max out at 18. So I really like that because you can charge 3 devices at the same time. The total watt output will still be 65, so the top 2 will slow down if you use all 3 at the same time. But the fact that you can charge 3 things at the same time is really good and gonna be very necessary for my vacation. The one also thing that I will let you know is that Anker provides this suction cup. So you can basically, if you are plugging in a lot to it and you're keeping it heavy, you can actually put it right here and then it'll suction to it so it won't tilt or bend down. I thought that was very interesting that it's doing with these next 2 7 series versions. And I just like that. It's just very unique. And again, just those little touches that Anker typically will do to make sure that you are taken care of and really nice. All right, and now we move from a 65 watt to 120 watts. This one is the 737 model with 120 watts coming at $94.99. And just so you can kind of see the difference of bigger wattage, it really packs a punch. So I really do like that it has that ability to just definitely have everything you powered. This one is going to be probably my main one. I'll probably give this one to the kids. We'll see how it goes. But this one I'm going to probably need to charge my laptop at 100 watts while still being able to charge everything else. Now the reason why this one is so important is because not only can it charge 100 watt at either type C at the top, but again the bottom can do 22 watts. The really nice part about that is because it can total 120 watts, you can do a full charge 100 watts and the bottom will be charging at 20 watts. So this can easily charge a 15.6 inch laptop like the one I'm taking, and it can charge other products as well at the same time. Mine can actually charge off a 65 watt too, so I can literally go 65 watt, maybe 30 and 20. It's just all very simple and easy to be able to have everything you need all together, and I really do like that ability. Just one charger to kind of rule them all, and this will be my main go-to one for all of my bigger electronics that I need to make sure stay charged. And now that you know how I'll be charging when I'm plugged into the wall, now you're also going to see how I'm going to be charging on the go. This is a very unique power bank from Anker. This is the 733 power bank. It is $99, and this is really awesome because it is a 65 watt charge, but it's a power bank at the same time. So you just press this little button right here, and it tells you where your current battery life is. So I really just love how it has that indicator for me. Again, you need these flaps, and this is really cool because it's a battery pack that you can just plug into the wall right away. You don't need a type C cable or type A cable to charge it. You can actually just charge it against the wall and it's ready to go. Like, that is so nice. And of course, this does mean it could be another 65-watt charger. It can obviously just be plugged in, charging the battery in here, and charging everything you need. So basically, that's going to be a 65-watt again on either one of the two Type C's, and then the Type A goes up to a 22-watt. So I just really love this, just to be able to have a battery pack that is light enough to take with me, and I don't have to worry about the weight too much. It's 10,000 milliamps, so it's plenty to do everything I need. And the fact that it could charge a laptop on the go too is really nice, just to be able to have it. This I would definitely use to charge my phones and tablets on the go, and definitely also my camera equipment. So I'm really going to utilize this one definitely on the go. All right, now this one is a very interesting one. Definitely always need when traveling. You always need a power strip. There's never enough outlets in hotels, cruise ships, wherever you travel to, there's never enough outlets. So a power strip always helps out with that. This provides two different outlets. So you can just take this one off. That is how you travel with it. So again, no breaking or bending. And with this one, you actually just flap this part open and see the power strip all tucked away. I really love this like clean way of hiding the power cord when you're not using it. And then when you do need it, you have an extra couple feet to add on there. So I really love that. Now this is a 65-watt charge, just like the first one. This one is going to be the Anker 6115 USB power strip, 65 watts, going for $69.99. Now the reason why that's such a big impact is because the first one we talked about is obviously a lot more smaller and travel friendly. But if you don't have a power strip, this one for $10 more gives you the power strip as well, besides having the same kind of plugins. So you're still gonna have a USB Type C that can go up to 65 watts, and you're gonna have the other two to add on to that. Again, totaling 65, or just one outlet can go 65, and these can go to 65 as well, both of them. And then the bottom one can go to 22. So I just love that, the fact that you have that. By the way, these ACs go up to 1,200. So your standard basically AC can take everything you're using and adding onto it. So I just love that. You allow it to actually have two plugins directly. And then you also, on top of that, still have your USB Type C's to charge something directly. So this is definitely going to be, again, probably in the main room area of the office, just so kind of have it there and everyone can just plug in their stuff as needed. This will be really great for that. Again, having the 3 feet too allows it to have any kind of add-on that you needed to. If it's behind the TV or anything like that, you have additional outlets now to use as you see fit. That is, by the way, probably where this one will go. Right where the hotel TV is, this one plugs in, and now I have an outlet right here and here to plug in what I need to, and USBs right there to charge everything you need. All right, and to wrap things up here for the actual products, this one is going to be the Anker 727 charging station. This one is coming in at $94.99. And of course, the big deal is that this one is 100 watts instead of the one we saw earlier being 120. But this one gives you two AC outlets on top of that. And then right here, you see the Type C's and the Type A's. So this is really awesome because it basically works as a full-fledged power station for everything you need. So one, you can charge a Type C at 100 watts, or you can do two Type C's, 165, 135. Very simple and easy. But then you also can charge everything, and again, it will go up to a max of 100 watts here. Now you do have two AC outlets as well, so you can plug in things right there, such as I can add another one right here, and then bam, I am set and ready to go for more charging. So this is really good just to be able to add on. I would put this at the office desk in the hotel typically, so you can add everything on, or even the nightstand. It adds a 6 feet cable too. So if you need to unplug maybe the clock in there and then plug in this one, that is probably what I'm going to do. So I cannot wait to really test this one out. This one is going to be definitely utilized. All right, guys, now let's see a more relaxing Ricky on vacation using these chargers and what he has to say if this experiment worked or if it didn't. Alright guys, so this is Vacation Ricky back from vacation, and I will say yes, these chargers definitely passed the test. I was really happy with the results just because they were able to do everything I needed to. So let me explain some of my learnings and some of my favorites. So first off, this one is the must-have I would choose out of all of these if you are going on a vacation or a trip. If you need one charger to rule them all, this is it. It's just so perfect. The 4 chargers that it has here on the bottom with 2 USB-A's and 2 USB-C's, up to 100 watts on the C's, is just perfect. Like I love it. It was able to charge my laptop, everything I needed to at the fastest charge and all at once. Plus, having the 2 additional outlets really allowed me to plug in everything I needed. And that's just awesome, the fact that I was able to do that. I really just love that so much. It was just the be-all and end-all charger that definitely allowed me to charge everything I needed. This one over here is really great. I honestly love this one. This is the one that I would always take in my backpack to go. So these 3, I would say, are not only good for the trip, but for everyday carry on this side. So this one is gonna be really great. However, I will say that I ran into a bit of a snafu because I did not take this suction cup thing. And what I didn't realize is that because these are actually very thin, here you don't have any grip. You don't have like the bigger one, smaller one kind of style for this one. So what that means is you really do need this for the grip. I didn't take it, so it actually needed to be propped up so that it wouldn't just fall out when it was plugged into a wall. However, if you do plug it in like this, which I did happen to do, then you're perfectly fine. If you do plug it in down, you're perfectly fine, you don't need it. But otherwise, you are going to need to take this suction cup with you, and then that way it'll stick onto the wall and it won't fall over. So that's really nice, and this one, again, for the 120 watt charge, is perfect for that, and definitely, again, allows you to fast charge anything you need to. Then we have the power bank, which I really did like. Pressing the button tells you up to 100%, 75, 50, or 25% left. And I really just love that I was able just to plug in. I literally plugged into here every night kind of thing if I needed to recharge every time we went off the cruise or off the hotel and we just needed to charge on the go. It even does charge up to 65 watts for a laptop, so it actually can keep my laptop going for a longer period of time. Even though it typically wants a 100 watt charge, this does slow charge my laptop and fast charge everything else. So I really did appreciate that for a battery pack, especially one this small. I really did like that part. So overall, this battery pack is definitely going to be my go-to one now. I just love that I can do up to 65 watts out, fast charging obviously every phone that I have, and also being able to charge my laptop is a really big plus, and just every electronic I can use on the go. And then finally, this one. I did not use this one much this trip. I used it at the first hotel I arrived at, and that was about it. But it's only because I had this one for the trip. So if I didn't have this one, I would be using this one all the time. This one is definitely a great on-the-go one. I love that it gives you a small 3 feet coil and that you can wrap it up to make it nice and neat, but it also gives you 2 outlets. That's really important for me. I always can use more outlets every time I travel, so I'm very big on that. And I just love that, again, you have 65 watt out here and then 2 more chargers. It's just really great. So for those purposes, these are the 3 that would be in my everyday travel, and then this one would definitely be for every trip I now take from now on. So let me know what you guys think. Which charger is your favorite out of all of these? Honestly, I have a soft spot obviously for the first one that is going to be with me every time I travel now, but the other 3 will be my everyday carry chargers, just so I have everything I need at all times. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Which one would you get if you can get only one? Thank you as always for watching. This has been Ricky, the YouTube Tech Guy.
Thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, follow me on social media at YouTube Tech Guy. And check out some more great tech videos on your screen right now.